So my name is Michelle, and I was born in South Africa.
Yeah.
But my father's British, so I moved. I met my husband,
Yeah.
got married, and I've now live in India. Just a lot
Oh,
of beautiful traditions here, so many wonderful
mm,
festivals, and
okay.
just the people are so friendly. It was my first South Indian wedding, and I'd been to Kerala before, but I was just so in awe at how it contrasts between North Indian weddings and South Indian weddings.
Right.
Very, very different. That's
So,
a bit like Diwali, actually, where everyone, you'll just be walking down the street and some kid just lobs a water balloon at you, you know?
oh, it's
Yeah.
like unexpected. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Hi, hello.
Hi, Michelle. Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine. Yes.
Hi.
How are you
How are you
today?
doing? Yeah, I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm very, very good. Thank you. It's lovely to meet you this morning.
You too. Thank you. Thank you for accepting my request. Yeah.
Ah, yes, of course.
Yeah. That's great. Yeah. Could I just ask you a little bit about yourself, please?
Yeah, absolutely. Um, so my name is Michelle, and I was born in South Africa.
Yeah.
Um, but my father's British, so I moved to the UK around about 18 years old, and then I
Right.
sort of went back and forth for ages, sort of between the two countries. Then I
Okay.
met my husband,
Yeah.
got married, and I've now live in India.
Ah, I
Um,
see. Yes.
yeah, I worked in the travel industry for a decade, in
Okay.
sales in the travel industry, and now I'm a stay-at-home mom.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, do you have a girl or a boy, baby girl?
I have a girl, she's 2.
Oh, how lovely. Yeah. So I'm sure
Yeah.
she keeps you busy having a
Oh my
baby.
goodness. I thought
Yeah.
newborns were hard. I take it back. They're
Right.
not toddlers.
Yeah. So I've got three boys myself. So they are, yeah,
Mm,
like teenagers now. But I remember that stage where, like, yeah, it's really cute, but also exhausting, isn't it? Having
absolutely
little.
exhausting. And I could not imagine having more than one, never mind 3.
Yeah. But actually, sometimes I think it gets easier when you have more than one because they end up playing with each other, looking after each
True.
other. And yeah. So it's
That
kind
is
of,
very true.
but it is busy. It's definitely busy. Yeah. So it's really nice to meet you. So, my name is Neetu, and
Yes.
I am, yeah, I'm also a Cambly tutor. So I've been on Cambly for about 3 years, and I set up this channel in April. Yeah,
Okay.
just to reach people with similar content, grammar, and conversation. So yeah, it's really nice to talk to you today. And sorry, I live in Thailand. I meant to add that as well. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I did see that from your profile.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks very much. So I just wanted to ask you a little bit about your childhood in South Africa and just to get an idea of what it was like. And yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Um, I think I'll start by saying that I really think I took it for granted. Um,
Okay. Right.
I grew up in Cape Town in a sleepy little seaside village called Fishhook.
Okay.
And it is, we're in a valley, so we've got mountains on either side. We've got one ocean in
Mm.
front of us, one ocean behind us. And it was
Wow.
really a wonderful way to grow up because we were at the beach every morning before school, every afternoon after school. Even in winter, we were on the beach, in the mountains, just playing outside. And
Amazing. Yeah.
a beautiful childhood. And it really didn't hit me until I had my own daughter.
Yeah.
And we live in Delhi. So
All
it's a bit
right.
crazy, no real mountains, no ocean.
Right.
I
Yes.
realized, I wish I could give her the same childhood I had.
I
Um,
see. Yeah.
yeah, it was just a
Oh.
beautiful child, a wonderful way to grow up.
Oh, sounds amazing. I haven't been to South Africa, but I've spoken to some students from there and other Cambly tutors as well. And they all say, like, there's one lady from Cape Town as well who always says, like, how stunning the scenery is. And it's just mountains
Yeah.
and lakes. And yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's just such a lifestyle. I mean, maybe people think like, what do you do in Cape Town? But it's more of a lifestyle than like do this, this, and this. Just chill,
Yeah.
relax.
That's
Everybody's
great.
relaxed.
Yeah. So I grew up in Hertfordshire, so like half an hour
Mm,
from London, and we moved there because of the peace and quiet, and it was just like
mm.
really like lovely scenery. I don't think it's like South Africa, but much like not bad, quite nice, a nice place in England. And I remember when I grew up, I found it really boring. I was like, oh, this is not like a place for teenagers. It was really
Yeah.
quiet, and most of the people were like over 60 or 70, and it just felt kind of quiet. But every time I go back now with my own family, I don't know, you have a sense of appreciation, don't you, for the place where you grew
Yeah.
up? It's very different. Yeah. I think you
It
value it.
very much is. And I think that there's some, I mean, you can't really compare the countries, but England has its own beauty. Absolutely.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
I read that you were in Oxford. So how was that experience? How long were you in Oxford for?
I was in Oxford for maybe 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
So I'm not a London girl. I tried it and I realized it was just too busy for me.
Right.
And Oxford gave me the like the kind of best of both worlds. I could be slightly quieter but still have like that city feel.
Right.
A big
Yes.
university town. It was just it was fun. It was a lot of fun, I think, ultimately.
That's great. I was there last summer, and it's not crowded like the center of London, is it? It's kind
Mm.
of, there are people, but it feels more kind of spread out, and it's just gorgeous. Yeah. Like
Yeah, and
the old
so much
pub.
greenery as
Yeah,
well.
exactly.
Mm.
I remember going to, there's like a pub that's like from the 15th century or something. I was like, wow, yeah, something really old
Yeah.
buildings. That's amazing. So
Yeah,
were you working there, Michelle? Were you
I
working?
was. Yeah, so I kind of worked in the travel industry. This was pre-COVID, mind you. And COVID kind of tagged the travel industry for some
Right.
time. But yes, I was managing a travel agency there. And yeah, it was like a backpacking sort of young people's agency. So it was really a fun job in a fun city. Yeah,
Amazing.
that was a really good experience. I think probably my favorite place I've lived in the UK.
Oh, that's great. So have you lived in other cities as well? You spent quite a long time in
Yeah,
other
I
parts?
spent some time in London. I've lived
Mhm.
in Reading. I was up north for a little bit near Manchester. So I've kind of moved around a little bit, but Oxford was my longest and favorite.
That's great. My nephew lives there now. We went in like a couple of months ago for his, I mean, the wedding was in London, but he and
Mm,
his now wife live in Oxford.
okay.
And yeah, they always say they prefer Oxford to London, and
Mm,
they both went to the uni there, and then now they've like settled there, and that's their life, and they love it. Yeah.
yeah,
Very, very,
it's gorgeous city. Yeah, if
yeah.
you like history, perfect.
Yeah. And they've got like the river and like the punting and all kinds of stuff happening. Yeah. That's
Yes, that was
fantastic.
the first time I'd ever been. It's punting, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
really,
what great fun.
yeah. It's really good, especially in the summer when the weather's good. You can
Hmm.
go there. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great. So, Michelle, so after Oxford, did you then move to India? So I know that you said you got married. So is your husband from India? Or
He is. He's Indian.
okay.
Um, and yeah, after Oxford, I moved to India. So quite well, specifically Delhi. So quite a difference between how I grew up, how I lived in the UK. Now I'm in this crazy,
Right.
overwhelming, beautiful city.
Yeah, I see. Yeah. So it's very, yeah, obviously like very different. So did you, if you don't mind me asking, did you meet your husband in England, or were you traveling in India and you met there?
It's a bit embarrassing. Actually, we
If you don't
met.
mind sharing, if you're okay with it.
I'm okay with it. We met playing a game online.
Oh,
Um,
wow. Yeah.
Yeah, so we were gaming, which is funny because I don't usually do this. I was just really bored one day and I was like, "Oh, I'll download this game, play a game." Kind of met him through that. And then I came to India for work and we'd already been chatting. So
Yeah.
then kind of formed a friendship based on actually meeting in person and then everything went from there.
Oh, that's amazing. Sometimes it happens like that, doesn't it? When you don't expect it to happen like that. Yeah. I met
Yeah,
my
it's
husband on
odd.
website, yeah, which I wouldn't have kind of gone on those things. Like when I was younger, I would have thought, oh no, like they don't work. But somehow it worked. It just clicked. And yeah, so sometimes when you're not looking for love, it happens, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's so, I mean, you hear so many stories about people meeting on dating apps now. It's just it's such a good way to meet people that you probably wouldn't come across in your daily life. And we need it now because we're so busy that we actually need to find other ways to meet and connect with people.
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah. So when you're working full time and like when you're living in, like sometimes you're living in different, so I was from North London, he was in West London. So there's no way we would have met if it wasn't for the app. So I guess it kind of connected us. It was fate. Yeah. So Michelle, what have you found? Like, what are the best parts about living in Delhi, would you say? What have you enjoyed the most?
I think the culture. I'll preface it by saying I think every country and every culture has its pros and has its cons.
Right.
Has its cons. But to come from a country that doesn't really have a deep culture, it really does. I don't know how to really explain it. There's just a lot of beautiful traditions here, so many wonderful festivals, and just the people are so friendly. And I didn't really expect it when I first came here. And then I was blown away by it. So yeah, I think that has to be the best. It's just the people and the culture.
That's amazing. So you feel that you've settled well. So how long has it been now, Michelle, since you've been living in Delhi?
Only 3 years.
3 years, right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that's like long enough to kind of get really settled and find your feet in a new place. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I had my daughter after the first year of being here, so I was kind of, I guess, caught up in her for a good year before I sort of popped my head out again and said, "Hey, what's going on in the world?"
Yeah.
But yes, I think I'm starting to find myself here because sometimes maybe you found this as well, moving to Thailand.
Yeah.
Sometimes you change and you need to find yourself again where you're living. And I think I'm at that point now where I'm finding myself. I'm very comfortable now.
Yes. That's great. Yeah. I think moving to Thailand for me was, I'd never been to Thailand before I moved here. I'd been to like Singapore, Malaysia, like other countries, Indonesia, but not Thailand. So it was always that sort of, we didn't know what to expect, but obviously we've seen things online. We've read a lot of stuff about it. And, our neighbors said that they'd been backpacking. So it's a common place to backpack as well, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And when we came here, my kids were very small. They were 8 months old and 1.5. I've got 3 boys and the eldest was 10. So I think that was quite tough because it was just like being like, we were in the middle of the city. We didn't know anybody. And kind of, my husband would go to work and I'd just be at home with these like toddlers. And I found it really overwhelming for a while. But after a while, like I think like joining groups, like mother and baby groups and kind of meeting people, going to coffee mornings and stuff. I think, it takes months sometimes, but it is an adjustment. But then now, obviously, after like so long, I feel settled here.
It's home now. Yeah.
Exactly. I would say it's like a second home. Every time I go to London, I feel like I miss London. And then when I'm there, I feel ready to come back. So
it happens.
Yeah, exactly. So have you been back to South Africa since you moved to India, Michelle?
I have. I mean, I was there last year. I'm planning to go within the next few weeks for Christmas. And every time I go back, the same thing. I feel like, oh, I'm home. I'm so happy to be back. Within a couple of weeks or days or weeks, I'm like, I don't quite find that I fit anymore.
Right.
You kind of travel and you change when you move to new countries and you travel around. And I would say that I'm not the same person I was when I was living in South Africa or when I was living in the UK. Now when I go back, I go, I don't quite know where I fit in this world at the
Yeah.
moment.
That's true. And I just
Yeah.
find like with family, like we've got cousins, my parents are there and everything. And life has kind of moved on. Like my cousins have had kids. Therefore, I feel like you've kind of missed that part of their lives in a way. So it's really important to just keep in touch as much as possible and
Yeah.
visit. And yeah, so
Yeah. Thank
yeah.
goodness for social media.
I know, such a blessing.
Yeah.
It really is, yeah. So what would be like a typical day for you in Delhi? Would you be like, is your daughter now in nursery or is she at home with you?
She's still at home with me. To be
Yeah.
honest, very chill, very relaxed. She is an early riser. Oh my
Is
goodness.
she? So she's your alarm clock.
Yeah, 6:30 in the morning, she's awake.
Yeah.
Time to wake up, mama. Um, but most of the time we try go out at least once a day, whether it's to the park or to do some activity, meet friends. But
Yes.
mostly we're just at home going through the daily routine, you
Yeah.
know. That's kind of
Okay.
what it looks like.
Yeah.
We're very lucky we have house help, so I don't have to worry too much about like housework.
Yeah.
And
Too.
my husband works very long hours, so I'm mostly
Mhm.
alone with my daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
we've
see.
created a really nice, relaxed routine in a bit of a crazy place.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
great. Yeah. So obviously like the festivals are like really a big thing.
Mm.
So yeah, so have you enjoyed kind of joining in the festivals and sort of seeing some of the culture? So you're saying like you did, yeah. You did.
Yeah, so we just had Diwali,
Wow.
and which is like a pre-Christmas for me with all the lights up and just enjoying.
Yeah.
And then the second Diwali ended, I was like, right, Christmas tree's coming out while the lights are still up.
Yeah. That's so
Um,
nice. Yeah.
yeah, and I recently went to a South Indian wedding. We went to Kerala, um,
Okay.
and it was my first South Indian wedding. And I'd been to Kerala before, but I was just so in awe at how it contrasts between North Indian weddings and South Indian weddings.
Right.
Very, very different.
I see. Yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
from Kerala, and so
Mm,
I've, like obviously like I've seen like the weddings in Kerala. So how would you say they're different? I would say probably like also the kind of weddings, the length of the weddings is very different as well.
yes.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, my experience with North Indian weddings is that
yeah.
the sort of traditional functions are a lot
Mm,
shorter, and then it's party, 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 party.
okay. Yeah,
Um, but with South Indian weddings, the functions were a lot longer. They were more during the daytime, so early starting, and there
right.
was a lot more involved. Granted, the groom was from Kerala and the bride is from Tamil Nadu, so they
I
had
see.
to incorporate two sort of, I guess, their traditions or their ceremonies. That
Right.
may have been a bit longer, um, and
Hmm.
it was more about the ceremonies and celebrating that rather than just kind of having a
I
party.
see. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
And so was it a Christian wedding that you went to? Was it
Hindu wedding.
Hindu wedding? I see. Right.
Yeah, so
So
very long but
yeah.
wonderful experience. South
Mm,
Indian food has to be my favorite.
right.
Um, and
Yeah.
getting to eat of like the traditional like banana leaf, and it was just a wonderful experience for me. I'm a daytime person, so having a wedding during the daytime really worked for me as well.
Right. That's so good. And also with your daughter, I'm sure like, that's
Oh yeah,
more convenient than nighttime as well in some ways.
way more convenient. But my
Yeah.
husband, being Punjabi, was like, you know, why is everyone getting married at 6 o'clock in the morning?
Yes, that's very different. So where did
Yeah.
you have your own wedding, Michelle? Was it in India or did you get married abroad?
It was in India. It was
Hmm.
2022. India hadn't opened up fully yet, so visas were a bit difficult to get. So I didn't have any of my family here.
I see.
Um, but
Hmm.
we did sort of I think it was the engagement ceremony. We did that. That was like a pre-party. Next day was in the Gurdwara, and then
Okay.
like a lunch after that. So very short, very simple, but
Yes.
just a heck load of fun.
Wow, sounds
Yeah.
great. Because weddings are so vibrant, even the clothes and the whole,
Yeah.
like, the music, especially the North Indian weddings, like everyone gets up to dance and it's really like, joyous. Yeah, that's fantastic. Wow.
Yeah.
So,
I I did have to kind of learn what Indian wear I was comfortable with because it just felt so different for me.
yeah,
So yes, I was wearing the lehenga, I wore a sari, and then I wore a sort of traditional suit for the gurdwara.
yes.
Um, and yes, I had to perform a dance with my husband, my fiance then, I guess.
Okay, yeah, wow. That's
But it's just great.
incredible.
I actually think Western weddings can learn something from Indian weddings. It's just like everybody perform. It's wonderful.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like
Yeah.
really freeing, I think. Yeah. People just have
Yeah.
the best time. Oh, that's fantastic. Wow. So when you moved to India, Michelle, did you think that it would be a long-term thing or did you plan like just for a few years? Um,
I knew it would be long term.
mm,
My husband is a lawyer, so it's very difficult for him to kind of convert his degree and go and work in another country. It's possible,
right.
it's just difficult.
Mhm.
Um, so because my work was more flexible, I was able to come over. It made more sense for me to come to India. I'm
Okay.
so sorry, you might hear my daughter knocking on the door,
Yeah, no problem at all.
wondering where her mama is.
Oh.
So I knew it would be long term, but if I'm being honest, the I would like to find a way to split my time more evenly between my family and living in India.
Mhm.
I don't
Yeah.
know how that looks,
Mhm.
especially with kids schooling and that, but we'll find a way to make it work. Yeah.
Right, yeah. Especially as she grows up, it would be nice for her to like see both cultures and get to know your
Yeah,
family as well. Yeah, that's great. So who
yeah.
do you have in your family, Michelle? Do you have like brothers, sisters, and your parents still? Yeah.
Yeah, my parents are still around. My father lives in Johannesburg. He moved to South Africa, has adapted. I'm never moving back to the UK. He's never
Really?
been back since. Yeah.
Okay.
Um, my mother lives in Cape Town. I did have a brother, but unfortunately he passed away a few years ago.
Oh, I'm
So it's
sorry to hear.
really just my parents. And
Oh,
then,
yeah.
extended family, aunts, cousins,
Right.
lots of friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah. So how do you keep in touch now? Do you do like video calls or do you like have regular contact?
Yeah, absolutely. WhatsApp video calls.
Yeah.
Just the best way. I mean, I probably text my mom or message my mom on WhatsApp
Mhm. Yeah.
all throughout the day, and then we do try calls sort of 2 or 3 times a week, especially um, are your parents in the UK?
They are, yeah. So they're in
Yeah,
London, yeah. And there's a
yeah.
7 hour time difference. So we're 7 hours ahead. So we always try to kind of make it like morning their time and evening our time.
Mm,
So yeah, we try to. So now, like, my dad has had some health issues recently,
mm,
and yeah, so it's kind of. Um, I just think, yeah, it's really important to just keep the contact even more. Kind of
yeah.
keep in touch and just yeah. So they see the kids on the video calls as well and just kind of check
Mm,
in. And yeah, I mean, I think in terms of visits, we only go at the moment about once a year,
yeah,
and usually during the long during the summertime.
yeah.
But then yeah, I don't know. You get used to living away, but then every time you go, you feel like a piece of your heart is in your home country as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I think, something that you don't really think of when you're moving because moving is so exciting and
Exactly.
you really look forward to your own future. But
Yeah.
every time I go home, I notice that my parents are getting a little older.
Mhm.
And I think about, especially with kids, they're missing um, big moments in their lives,
Yes.
and for me, it's either going to be my parents missing or my husband's parents, right? We can't make
Right.
space for everybody all the time. So
Exactly.
yeah, I think the more I go home, the more I realize, okay, I need to spend more time at home
Mhm.
because you just don't know where life is going to take you and how
Yeah.
much longer they're going to be around for, really.
Exactly, that's the thing, yeah. And it's interesting because my sister lives just half an hour from my parents. So like, because she sees them all the time, I think like you don't see the aging so much because you have such regular contact. Yeah. And when we go back, it's cool. It's kind of like I really want my kids to have the relationship with their grandparents. So when we went at Christmas, it was kind of really nice because all the family got together and had a big celebration. But so we just try once a year to go back. And then I think like when my children, hopefully if they're in like university or whatever, in a few years we'll move back at that point.
Okay.
That's the plan. But we said we'd always have one foot in Thailand because we love it here as well.
Yeah, it's just seasons, right? You kind of have to do what you need to do when you need to do it, and then maybe you'll find yourself back in Thailand again in the future.
That's right. Yeah.
You asked me about Indian culture and what I loved about India, and I said the culture. Have you taken on any of Thai culture, like that you really enjoy? Did you just really love it? You think I'm going to incorporate that in my life?
I would say so. They have the New Year, which is Songkran, in April, and that year, like that, there's like a week. It's not a week. It's about 4 days of water festival. It's like a water festival, so people have like water fights in the streets and things like that. So sometimes we don't kind of take part in it because there's nothing local to us, but we'll go to the city and we'll just like walk around. And they say if you don't want to get wet, you shouldn't walk outside at that time. So it's just like really fun. And everyone has like little waterproof bags for their phones.
That's such a good idea.
It's just really like everyone's just in a really kind of happy mood, a really happy spirit. And I think that's one of the best festivals. Yeah. And it's also really hot at that time. So the water cools you down.
Yes, actually, I want to go out. I want you to douse me, please.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, that's a bit like Diwali, actually, where you'll just be walking down the street and some kid just lobs a water balloon at you.
It's like unexpected. Yeah, exactly. That's a really nice thing. Then they have the Loy Krathong festival. So the kids all make these boats out of banana leaves with candles on and flowers, and they float them in the river that night. So it's like you're kind of when the boat floats away, it's like your bad luck is going away with it and good luck is coming to you. So I really like the kind of symbolism behind these festivals, and I think they're so different to like the British culture that I grew up in, which is great. And I think because I left Kerala at 4 years old, I haven't lived there long enough to really enjoy the traditions there. Like we've been back kind of once in a few years, and so it's kind of, I feel like I'm Indian, but I'm not really Indian, if you know what I mean.
I understand.
I can't kind of like identify totally with it. So I've lived there for, I think the maximum was 3 months when my son was really small and I went on maternity leave.
I mean, that's the thing. I think when you move to a country, especially at that age, you're British. You identify with British culture. I guess your major input would have just been Indian culture with your own family, within your own family.
Exactly. And I think especially when you're studying, like when you go to university and all that, you have like, obviously it's very multicultural as well. So you have like friends from different cultures, which I'm sure is the same in South Africa, isn't it? It's very multicultural. Yeah. So that's a really good thing about it. But then I think the language makes a big difference as well. Like if you can integrate with the language. And I think my Malayalam is stronger since I met my husband and speaking to my mother-in-law, but it's not perfect by any means. So I think that also makes a difference with feeling connected to the culture. So I know, Michelle, that I've looked at your profile that you speak Hindi as well, which is great.
I'd say I'm trying.
Amazing. How are you learning that? Is it through like classes or just through practice?
So I was taking sort of traditional Hindi classes online. And then I did have to take a break, and I'm getting back into it now. So now I'm doing online classes. Right. I think that if I'm on Cambly saying online classes work for English, then I need to also say online classes will work for Hindi. But I get really nervous. I get nervous to speak to people in Hindi because sometimes my accent isn't very good and they still go, huh? What did you say?
Oh, yeah.
And I have to say it in English.
Right, yeah. But it's just the trying part that you can like relate to students on Cambly as well, which is like with me, like when I moved to England, I was 4 when I moved from Kerala. So I didn't know any English at all. And I just remember not being able to talk to anyone and having that kind of barrier in speaking. And so I think that's the same with the students and, you know, with you. Yeah. So can you, because in Delhi, like many people speak English, don't they? So can you manage without Hindi? Do you think it's like a bonus to have it as well? Yeah.
It's definitely a bonus to have it because you'll find that, you know, not everybody will speak English. You know, that
Right.
you're getting Amazon delivery or you need to speak to this person or make a reservation somewhere. Not everybody speaks English. So it definitely helps and it helps with your independence.
Right.
You
Yes.
know, I don't have to always rely on my husband to do things for me, even though that's
Yes.
very, very nice and easy.
Yeah. It's nice to be able to, yeah, like go out on your own and manage everything yourself. That's fantastic.
Exactly.
So, yeah, we've almost finished. It was so lovely to talk to you, Michelle. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It was really nice to speak to you as well. And I do apologize. Sometimes when I get excited, I speak very fast.
I'm the same. I'm so conscious of it, but then as time goes on, I'm just like, yeah, I'm just aware that, you know, my speed is too fast. Yeah, but it's been really, you speak very clearly and it's easy to understand, which is great
Great.
for learners as well. Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much for speaking with me today.
Oh, thank you too. Have a great day, Michelle.
Thank you. You too.
I'll message you.
Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.